Wezesha Binti Foundation is a foundation that envisions a world where all menstruators are able to menstruate with dignity. Our mission is to ensure that every girl and woman takes charge of their sexual and reproductive health. We do this through education, empowerment, aid, and advocacy. Some of the things that we're involved in doing is providing access to sustainable menstrual products, which is donation of reusable pads that can last a girl for 3 to 5 years. We also provide education on menstrual health management, sexual and reproductive health, and we fight menstrual stigma. We are currently operating in Busia County and in Nairobi County. So far, we have been able to impact 1,860 girls and women to be able to take charge of their menstruation by giving them access to quality, reusable sanitary towels. Some of the challenges that we're facing is lack of access to funding, because period poverty is an issue that is facing the entire country. Yes, we've been able to impact 1,860 girls, but there's still more girls and women that don't have access to quality reusable sanitary towels. So by getting more funds, then we'll be able to scale up and improve our impact and go and reach out into more counties. Another challenge we face is the culture and the stigma that surrounds menstruation. A lot of cultures see menstruation as a taboo, and it's seen as something that's dirty, yet it's something that's very pure and like should be dignified. So going into communities where we're supposed to be teaching them about menstruation, some communities are very unreceptive to what we want to do because their culture doesn't allow them to speak about it. Another thing is a lot of people haven't been exposed to using reusable pads. So as much as we might come with a donation, very few people are receptive towards accepting the pads and actually using them. So that's been a challenge that we've been able to at least break and be able to make more people aware that reusable pads are not only sustainable in terms of giving them access for a long time, but also good for the environment. Another challenge that we face is when it comes to gender-based violence and sexual harassment, because a lot of the people, so you can see that some of the perpetrators are people who are close to the victim who's been raped, but because communities have gotten used to a habit where they settle things out of court, they're actually not following the legal action towards punishing the perpetrator. So the victims are still in a place where they're vulnerable. So as much as we're trying to equip them with the knowledge that they can be able to fight this gender-based violence, sort of the cultures and the practices that are happening in their community take them back to where they were instead of moving forward. In the next 5 years, we envision having impacted 10,000 menstruators throughout the whole country of Kenya. We also want to open a manufacturing plant where we'll be able to make our own reusable pads, which will be made by teenage mothers. This will give them a way to be able to sustain and provide for their families, and it's like a domino effect. So as a teenage mother, yes, I'm able to support my family, but the thing that I'm making is also able to change another girl's or woman's life. Yeah. At the moment, our main source of funding has been through crowdfunding, but we realized, yes, it's taken us to where we are, but to where we want to go, we need to be able to get more access to revenue. So that's why we want to, by opening the manufacturing plant, then we'll be able to generate more resources. So one, that we can be able to plug into the foundation and grow, but also be able to scale up and do more of the things that we want to do. Through the Africa Yes program, I would like to learn how we can be able to make what seems like a vision into a reality. So what are the steps that I need to take to, yes, now we're very focused on the social impact part, but how can we move towards resource generation? I also want to learn how we can be able to scale up. I want to improve myself as a leader and as a learn managerial skills so that I can be able to run this venture into where it's supposed to go and where it needs to go. I want to be able to interact with a community of like-minded people who are, yes, doing social impact, even if it's in different spaces, because that's a way that we're able to challenge me to grow. And you never know what the power of collaboration with other individuals can do. I also want to be able to develop my business acumen skills, be able to get some mentorship and access to more funds. Yes, Africa, yes, we can.